Greenery. Welcome. When you're hopping on, let me know that where you're watching from. I'm going to try and pull up the comments now so we can see what's going on. And if you have any questions, I hope you all had a nice 4th of July. And everybody stayed safe. I hope you all had a nice 4th of July. There we go. I always forget to turn down the volume. Sorry about that. Hey, who's watching? Let me know where you're watching from. Get to the comments here. There they are. All right, we're ready to go. I'm going to finish up a few projects today. I know I was supposed to do this on Second Chance Saturday, but I didn't. I took a few days off and tried to play catch up and then enjoyed family for the last day. So this was the pot that we foiled. Now, if you didn't see that video, you can look back on my YouTube channel under recent videos. It's on there. It's actually just a regular clay pot that we foiled. And what I was going to do Saturday was decorate it for Second Chance Saturday, and I didn't. So that is why we are doing it today. So we are going to start off by, I just have some odds and ends here. And sometimes you can take your odds and ends and create something really different. So that's what I'm doing. Except I'm trying to figure out how. Okay, I know what I can do. Since I only have a few pieces of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little touch of glue on top here to keep it from sliding off, or I can just take the piece that I cut, I don't know if you can see it, and just round it so it doesn't try to go over the top. So I've taken one piece and I've made 3 pieces out of it. Let me see with this one. How many pieces do we have on here? Okay, what I'm going to do is take this one and put it over here. And it's probably a bottom one, so we're going to put it on the bottom. Hi, Monica. How are you? And then, again, we're going to take the top. That's how you can create several out of one. I usually like to have pieces in 3s or 5s or 7s. Okay, but there we took one piece, and it had a stopper at the top on this one, but the others did not. So we created extra that way. Sometimes it's good to hold on to these too, because a lot of times I will use one to put my bow on and then stick my bow in there. But these are a little too small. So did everybody have a great 4th? Hi, Nanny Dot. How are you? I hope everybody stayed safe. I just took a piece of scrap styrofoam and stuck it in there. So what I think I'm going to do with these, I'm going to put these just in 3 spots right here. And if my daughter-in-law is watching, she better stop watching. She can watch this part, but the last part she can't. So, just saying. Sometimes she sneaks on me, and I don't know she's watching. And I don't want to ruin her surprise. I just want to kind of fill this in a little bit around here, because I know the flowers aren't going to. I'm probably still going to have to use some filler, but this is kind of nice because it has a little bit of green, a little bit of light green, dark green, and a little bit of brown. y'all wouldn't mind spreading the love, I'd really appreciate it. I just like want some green color off to the side here a little bit. Now I have this one, and where's the other one? Yikes, it had another piece to it. Okay, probably slammed it back in here somewhere, but I thought I pulled it all out. I keep going back and forth. Here it is. I keep going back and forth between these pieces and this one. This would work, but this is a really nice one. This, I just had a few pieces, so I think I'm going to use that one. But here's one of those cheater bouquets that I told you about. You see how there's tears off the internet. Worst comes to worst, I'll just keep recording. It's frozen again. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these apart. I'll tell you, between electronics, I've had it with all of them. I guess it's still working. But now over here it's dead. There we go. I don't know, peoples. I don't know. Who knows? So I think I'm going to stick some of this boxwood in between to kind of give it a different texture. I'm going to cut it kind of small. Need it that big. And these stems are really small, so they end up sliding off the tick there. So we're going to keep it from doing that. We're just going to stick a little glue on there. I'm just going to stick it down in the middle here, and then I'm going to kind of force it around so I can kind of cover up that styrofoam a little. Can you all see okay? Looks like you can. Looks like it's working okay. I felt so guilty about taking time off last week and not finishing my videos, and every now and then you just have to say stop and get off the merry-go-round. So I got off the merry-go-round. It's time just to chill out. Been on overdrive. See, that gives it a little bit of covering there. Don't know if I have any moss. I'm sure I do, but like everything, I can't find anything in my room, so we're just going to go from there. Now, I do have these. I thought these were really interesting, making like a fall bouquet on this. I already spread these out some. I used to carry these. This is the last of them. So let's start with our flowers. Got some big ones here. There's that one. There's that one. And since I had already used some of these, I just went ahead and I put these on the edge of it, and I think I'm going to do that with one of these. And I'm going to go with this one because it's lower than the others. That way I have them in various sizes. There we go. I'm going to cut them down here. So see, what I did was I took another flower and I matched it to these flowers and put it on there with those leaves. So let's go ahead and put some picks on these. There, that stays on that one. Anytime you have some like that, now that it looks like a regular flower you would see out in the garden, but if ever you wanted to correct that, you can just put glue on the leaf that's the petal before it, and you could bring it back up. Just FYI, sometimes your flowers get crushed and they need new life. So we're just giving them some new life. There we go. All right. I would be lost without my pick machine. Now, I think I'm gonna, let's see what height that is. I don't want it to go all the way through. So I'm going to put some glue on it to stop it. And pull it up a little because I went through again. There we go. There we go. Now let's work on some of these here to kind of fill in. So we're going to get away with maybe using 5 flowers and then a couple of picks. Whoops. Now, this one was a little too small. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun to enlarge the hole to fit over the stem. And at the same time, it will glue it to it. And fix that. There we go. Thank you, Rachel. It's my buddy Rachel. Alright, so let's fill in here. Okay, I want to go a little shorter because I don't want it to go through. My styrofoam is only a couple inches thick because it held in so nice there at the tip, so there. There we go. Just gonna, oh, duh, already put it on there. So what I liked about these as opposed to these, look at how much that leaf, how much space that leaf takes up. That's why I wanted to use it. And I think I'm going to put that one right about there. Oops. I'm telling you, if my head wasn't attached, I'd be crazy. I'd be looking all over for it. There. So that looks pretty good. But let's jack it up a little more. And I'm just looking to see. I may want to put, now let's start with these first. Now you always want to spread your picks out because a lot of times they're compressed for shipping. So you just want to open them up. I thought this was a nice combination because it had darker and lighter, so it would work well with these. And then let's see where we can get this in here. Doesn't that look pretty? Again, I'm working with almost next to nothing here. I may have to go back and put in some moss, but I think we're pretty good because we're going to add a bow to it also. Doesn't that look pretty? And that's that clay pot that we foiled. Go just a little bit lower with this. You want your flowers, you don't want them all to be the same height. And this, of course, lends itself to moving it around, curling it down, bringing it up, moving it over, which is a nice touch. Now, I think I'm going to need a few of these in at the bottom. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this piece up too. We're just going to bend this down so none of these leaves decide to walk off. Yeah. I'm just filling in some gaps. That's what I'm doing. And we got a gap over here. So we're just going to fill that in with some more leaves. There we go. Then we're going to take these and we're going to fill these in too. Am I missing anybody's comments? My other computer keeps flipping off. Thank you, Rach. Move this back out some. There we go. We want it to be seen. There. There we go. I see a gap right here. And about right here. And I think we're good. And see, all I did was use some leftovers. Never throw them out. You just don't know what you'll be able to do with them. Right, now these I'm going to kind of bend upward. I just wanted it for some dimension. There we go. Alright, we're done. So, we are going to make a bow for our arrangement. And let me see, what will be the front? Trying to get like my visual line there. I think this will be the front. And I think the bow is going to go right there. Now I chose a bow that has a few colors in it. It has the orange, it has the green, it has some brown, and it also has a little bit of burlap, and I think this is in my shop now. I think. And I'm going to dovetail here. Look at that. That's not good. All right. I'm just going to do a hand bow with about 7 loops. And each time I do a loop, I'm going out a little further. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some twine. Why will this not stay on? Just about anything, Monica. I plan on doing, you can also foil, there's a way to do it on shirts. You can do it on glass. You can do it on wood. This is a clay pot. I've been experimenting. Told it goes on just about anything. There is a foil adhesive. Now in the link, there is a link to my affiliate store for artistic painting. This is the foil adhesive. You put this on about an hour, about a half hour to an hour before you're going to foil. You want it to get tacky. And then when you're done, you just use the final coat. Now, it may seem expensive, but I've used this on so many things, both of them, and there's still a lot left. It's really a nice label, like we did the chicken. Didn't that turn out cute? And that's wood. We did the glass. We did a glass frame or a glass vase that I had. We did that, and we did the clay pot. Jen is the owner of the company, and she does it on a lot of stuff. I mean, wow. She's done it on hats too. They did it on a pair of roller skates. I mean, you name it, they do it. Now, to work your bow, you can just do this. It actually makes it thinner in the middle, which will help it stay in shape. So I usually try to do this. I don't always remember to do it. No, I didn't do this one. So that's a cute bow. And it kind of, it doesn't fight with the leopard print. Now what I thought I would do is I'm going to take my string, I'm going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to hot glue that to the the piece of extra floral from one of the flowers. I saved that, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take my needle nose and I'm going to turn it and put a curl at the top, so that way if it tries to come undone, it won't be able to go past that hook. I'm kind of making it like a candy cane, so it's just going to hook it in place. All right, and then we're going to put a pick on the end of this. I'm going to trim this. I just thought this would be a nice complement. Now I think I'm going to use this as the front because I'm seeing a little gap here, and this will cover it up really good. Where's my other tail. There it is. Just kind of pulls out some of the colors that are in this. Now that's too wobbly for me. So I'm going to cut this off because it's too long. It went all the way through. I don't want it to go all the way through. So we're going to glue a little there. Going to glue a little more there. Watch me burn myself. There we go. Come on. Come on. Yep, burn myself. Not real good. That wasn't a scorcher, that's for sure. Had my fill of those. I think I want this a little bit shorter. Now, what I could do, even, I think, I'm going to take one of these off here, and I think I'm going to use that in the middle of the bow. Really make it look like a part of yeah. So that's got the colors in it. It'll pull it all together. It's just styrofoam. And there we go. There is our arrangement. I want to put some of this in. Let me see something. I feel like it needs like some this, like kind of like the taupe color. I think it needs some of those. Excuse me. Yeah, just something with a different color to it. What am I going to use for that? Okay. I think we're just going to glue that to one of the flowers. Right there. Just bring some of the, because there's an awful lot of orange and an awful lot of yellow going on. So I'm trying to pull in a neutral color, and I think this will do the trick. If I had some sticks, that would even be good too. See how that kind of changes the whole look? I think that's better. Let's see what I can glue that to. Nope, I'm going to say right about there. So what do we got? We got that leaf. We can glue it to. There. I kind of like that better. But you see this? I need some of that. So we're going to pull some of that out and put it with the other one. Just something to break it up a little. Too much orange going on. Now what I'm going to do is take this one that's here, and I'm going to add some of these wispy green stems to it. Just like that. See? That just kind of looks better, and this needs some more of those wispy things. So let's get some there. Yep, that's what it needed. Yeah, we're going to be doing more of the foil. I'm actually now an ambassador for her. and I'll be able to request product to do certain things. So I'm looking forward to that. I started to request foils to do the a shirt, but she has 2 different methods on there, and I prefer to do it with a method that I feel comfortable with. So I changed my supply list. There we go. There we go. And that was just a clay pot I had laying around the house. So that's done. She has done that, Monica, so you can do that. And what I actually thought about doing originally with this bouquet, I thought it'd be kind of cute to foil a few of the petals with the leopard print in it. So she has done pumpkins. I saw her do that, but I thought that would kind of be cute to kind of pull that design up into the arrangement. I mean, look at that. Wouldn't that look good? Woohoo! Kind of daring and sexy, don't you think? That goes back with the purples. I just never got around to it. I tell you, I've been so burnt out that I had to step away from everything. And maybe this needs to go up higher. Maybe that's why I'm not feeling it. I think it does. There. Better. Alright, there's our floral arrangement. Our first fall floral arrangement. Alright. Now again, like I said, if my daughter-in-law is on here and watching, you need to turn it off right now, or you're not getting this as a birthday present. That's why I didn't highlight it as what we were going to do, because if she was home, she'd be watching. So, remember I showed you the book stacks that I did with the leftover books, paperback books? Alright. These were 2 I did. These are so cute. There's a video on YouTube on how to do this. Very simple. Well, I want to do one for my daughter-in-law's birthday. And this is my grandson, Nolan Thomas, who just turned a year on June 18th. So I thought this would be such a cute gift for her to put on her desk at work. Now, the top page was one with all print on it. So all I did was fan through the books until I found a page that didn't have any printing on the back. And I must have found the only page there was. Anyhow, I just ripped it out and glued it to the top, because the picture and the side of it stopped here. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be decorating this, the top of this, for her birthday. I just thought, this is my favorite picture of him. He's laying on a little bed with all this little woolen carpeting, and just it looks so woodsy. So, I thought what I would do, and I've been promising to do this for a while, and I just didn't have time. So I really want to make this look kind of woodsy, you know. So I thought I would use this ribbon. These are really great for using up leftover pieces. So don't throw your pieces out. I don't care how little they are. Hold onto them. You just never know. I have like a bucket that has all leftovers in it. And I think what I'm going to do is cut some of the wire out of here before I cut myself. But thought this is going to be a really cute gift for her. And when I give it to her, then I'll post a picture of it. But I thought I'd bury it in the middle of one of my videos and not indicate ahead of time that I was going to be doing it. That way she won't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue this piece to the book bottom. Use my scissors so I don't burn myself. And then we're going to fold this down and glue it to this. Now I can cut some of this off because it's already glued down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little glue on the inside here and fold it down. And then I'm going to put some glue on the top here and put this there. So then I have like a finished edge. Okay. So that's that. Then this is her favorite color, this aqua. And I thought, how cute. And I kind of want to offset it. I don't want to make it like matchy-matchy. I want to offset it. And I think I'm going to use some of the boxwood and this, which is from Hobby Lobby. It's actually a 6-foot garland. This stuff looks so rustic. I needed another piece because I'm thinking like this. And then this on top of it. And no, that's not going to look right now. So just to kind of decorate it up. Now I think we're going to cut these into 2 pieces. Make them a little bit shorter. You can use burlap, you can use trim, you can use whatever in putting this together. Now I think I'm going to use one of these too. Just give it another little bit of texture like that. No, I'm not liking that. I'm liking that better. Alright, but I think what I'm going to do is wrap this twine around the book a few times because I may want to use this to tie some of this stuff on. So let's straighten this out. There we go. I think we're going to do a little more because I really want it to look rustic. There we go. I have a horrible time, Lillian, sharing her lives. I have to copy and paste the link every single time. It's frustrating. Alright, so we got that going there. Let's get this one going here. And then we're going to kind of like tie it off because I may need this like that in order to have something for the succulent to attach to. Now I think that succulent came from Dollar Tree, and I know, like I said, the 6-inch or the 6-foot garland came from Hobby Lobby, which I now have so close to me. Alright, like that. Okay, so I think we're going to have to glue these first. and then put the succulent on top. So I'm going to leave a little bit of stem on that and a little bit on this one. And I'll use this at the top to kind of cover up all the ends that are glued to the rope. Now I could, let's do this just for an extra bit of strength. I'm going to put these in the glue and then I'm going to tie them down. That way we have extra stability there. You need to go back and see the replay, Lillian, because Rachel made a cute lighthouse out of clay pots. It wasn't in there. Come on now. These make the cutest gifts. And all you need is like 3 paperbacks. And I showed you how to do it. There's a video on my YouTube channel that shows you how to do book stacks. So see, that's holding it in place, stabilizing it. Look, that ain't going nowhere. Let's cut this down a little because this is too long. And then I'm going to put, see, I want it to look rustic and woodsy, and I think this is going to do it. This is something she's going to cherish. First of all, she's going to cry. She loves homemade stuff, sentimental stuff, personalized stuff, and that color. So she's gonna cry, or she's just gonna keep saying, I love it, I love it. Nolan, look, I have to get a horn for the golf cart because every time he gets on now he wants to beep beep it, and I don't have a horn yet. So alright, so let's see if we can glue this on top. I love it. Oh my god, she's gonna freak. I already showed it to my son before I finished doing this, and he was like, she's gonna love it. Oh my gosh, she's gonna love it. Now, I don't know what I want to do with these. Let me just play around a little bit here. Nah, I think I just want to leave it just like that. But there's our book stack. Nolan Thomas Landgrebe. Isn't that adorable? Can you see it? Can you see his little leg hanging over the side? But look at that. Is that not cute? And it's just 3 paperback books with Mod Podge. That piece was bothering me. There, much better. I show you how to Mod Podge it. You have to let it dry, and then when it dries, you slice down here with an X-Acto knife. But look at that. I love it. Do you love it? Thank you, Sherry. Just something that nobody else is going to make for her. I don't know if it needs some, no, see, that kind of cheapens it. That's it. I should just leave it. I'm messing with it. Maybe this just needs to be under here like that. You can decorate this with buttons, lace, jewelry, Rachel. Jewelry. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like the rope just hanging out the top. Let's put a little glue down in there. Just like that. And then we need another piece over here. And if Renee Williamson is watching, I still don't have your zip code or your PayPal address. I have your mesh ready to ship. I've got one more invoice to be paid, and then I will have just yours to send out, and I will be done shipping mesh. I'm just trimming off these. That would probably even be cuter wrapped and heated in the oven and had a curl to it. There. I'm good. I keep wanting to put more on it, but I think it's a boy. It has to be left just the way it is. There we go. Done. So that's pretty much what I had to do today. I'm not sure. It's showing that it's working on here. Rachel, can you hear me? See, I can't adjust the volume on here. In fact, you have to plug the volume so it doesn't. It's actually using the microphone off the Mevo. Thank you. Rachel, can you hear me? Rachel, I can see you doing this with that jewelry. Right? A little girl's one done in lace and jewels. Oh, Rachel, you got to do that. What do you think? I want to see that, Rachel. Rachel's got to make one. It's easy. It's just the prep time ahead of time, and really that doesn't take that long either. It's letting the Mod Podge dry, because if you don't and you go to use your X-Acto knife, it will just rip it. You have to use an inkjet printer. So if you don't have an inkjet printer, you really should go to Home Depot or Office Depot and get them to make a color copy for you. Couldn't you, Sherry? I could. With jewels and lace, with a little girl's picture on there. Oh, Rachel, promise me you'll do one. Okay, good, Monica. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. I don't have any little baby girls to do it for. Now I have someone that's having one, so after they have the baby, I can make one. I actually had to go through my daughter-in-law's Facebook page to find this picture. But too cute. And I can share it after her birthday. Her birthday, I think, is the 14th or 17th. It's this month, I know. Aw, thank you, Danny Dot. Oh, I could do it with a puppy on the side. Right? I could do it with a Yorkie. I should make one with my mother-in-law and an angel alongside it. That would be cute. Alright, that's it. I was going to do Christmas with July. I think I will start that next week with the new rail. And it has a frame. So I think we will do that next week. I'm not sure what I will do for Second Chance Saturday, but I'll come up with something. So All right, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I appreciate the sprinkles more than you know. All right, have a great evening. Good